Hello everyone. So in today's lecture we are going to see three different types of properties of convex set. By using these property we can generate new convex set. So first property of convex set says that if we have a collection of convex set, we have a collection of convex set denoted by Ci where I belongs to set A, then theorem says that the intersection of all the convex set is a convex set. Okay, so we will prove these theorems in coming slides also. The second theorem says that the sum of two sets, the sum of two convex sets. So suppose if you are given C1 and C2 as a convex set, then the sum C1 and C2 is also a convex set. That's the statement of our second theorem. And the third is, if C is a convex set and alpha is a real number, then alpha C is also a convex set. So by using these three theorems we can generate new convex sets. Okay, and by using these theorem we basically define what are the different properties of convex sets. Okay, so let us look at some result to generate new convex set. Now if we have collections of convex set denoted by Ci where I belongs to set A, then the theorem says that intersection of all the convex set is a convex set. So we can prove this. So let us try to prove it. Let us consider set C to be intersection of all the Ci where I is an index set which belongs to set A. Now let us consider the first case where C is empty or singleton set. Now we have seen by convention that empty set as well as singleton set is a convex set. So we have to worry about only those cases where C is non-empty or non-singleton. So let us look at those cases. So now whenever we want to show that the set is convex set, what we need to show is that any 2 points in the set and lambda in the closed interval 0 to 1, lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 belongs to that set C. So that is what we need to show. So let us consider any 2 points in set C, x1 and x2. Since they are in the intersection of C, set C, they are in the individual set as well for every I belonging to A. Now remember that each of the Ci is a convex set. So by using convexity of Ci, what we can do is that we can say that lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 belongs to Ci's where every I belongs to A, where lambda is in the interval closed interval 0 to 1. This is because of the fact that every Ci is a convex set. Now that means that you can take a line segment joining x1 and x2, that entire line between or within the set Ci for every I, which means that if you take a line segment joining x1 and x2, it should also lies in the intersection of Ci's because it belongs to every Ci, which means that lambda x1 plus lambda 1 minus lambda x2 belongs to intersection of all Ci for all lambda in the range 0 to 1. This intersection of Ci belongs to A is nothing but a set C. So lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 belongs to set C for all lambdas in the range of 0 to 1. So this result says that if we take a collection of convex sets any collection of convex set, then their intersection is the convex set. So by using given convex sets, we can try to take their intersection and form new convex sets. So this is the first result that we saw. Then the second result is about sum of two sets. So suppose if you have C1 and C2 as convex set, then C1 plus C2 is a convex set. So as I said earlier, to show that any set is convex set, we need to take 2 points in that set, any 2 points, and show that the line segment joining these 2 points lies entirely within the set. So let us consider x1 and y1 in belonging to C1, x2 and y2 belonging to C2. So these are the vectors in C1 and C2 respectively. Now we will say that x1 plus x2 belongs to C1 plus C2 and y1 plus y2 belongs to C1 plus C2. This is by the definition of C1 plus C2. Now we have got 2 points in set C1 plus C2. What we need to show is that lambda x1 plus x2 plus 1 minus lambda y1 plus y2 belongs to C1 plus C2 for all the lambdas in the range 0 to 1. So this is what we need to show. Now remember that what is given to us is C1 and C2 are convex set. So if you take two vectors x1 and y1 in C1, then line segment joining x1 and y1 lies in the set C1. So if I write z1 to be lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda y1, then it will belongs to C1 for all the lambdas in the range 0 to 1. Similarly, if I take two vectors x2 and y2 in set C2 and take a line segment joining x2 and y2, I can write z2 be lambda x2 plus 1 minus lambda y2, which belongs to C2 for all the lambdas in the range 0 to 1. So now we have vector x1 and z1 which belongs to C1 and vector z2 which belongs to C2. So what we can do is, if we can sum them up, z1 plus z2 will belongs to C1 plus C2. So this is important point. The z1 plus z2 belongs to C1 plus C2. What is z1 plus z2? Now if you sum the right side, what do you get? So remember, x1 plus x2 belongs to C1 plus C2 and y1 plus y2 belongs to C1 plus C2. So if you sum these, the right side, what we get is lambda into x1 plus x2 plus 1 minus lambda y1 plus y2, and that is nothing but z1 plus z2. And since z1 plus z2 belongs to C1 plus C2, then what we get is that the vector on the right hand side also belongs to C1 plus C2 for all the lambdas in the range 0 to 1. So we had 2 points x1 plus x2 in the set C1 plus C2 and y1 plus y2 in the set C1 plus C2, and the line joining them belongs to C1 plus C2. So 2 points which have written like this belongs to C1 plus C2 for all the lambdas in the range 0 to 1, which means C1 plus C2 is a convex set. So if we are given two convex set, we can generate new convex set. For example, if you take x-axis in 2-dimension space and we take x-axis on one convex set and y-axis on one convex set, then set C1 plus C2 is entire R2, and that turn out to be convex set. So new convex set could be generated by taking vector sum of convex set easily. Now here is this third result, which says that if C is a convex set and alpha is a real number, then alpha C is a convex set. It is very easy to prove that. So let us take 2 points in the set C and shows that the line segment joining these 2 points also belongs to set C. So let's take x1 and x2 in set C. Since C is a convex set which is given to x, then lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 belongs to C. Now if we take alpha x1 and alpha x2, where alpha is the real number, now clearly this alpha x1 and alpha x2 belongs to alpha C. What we have to show is that the line segment joining alpha x1 and alpha x2 should also belongs to set alpha C. So if we take line segment joining alpha x1 and alpha x2, which is represented as lambda into alpha x1 plus 1 minus lambda alpha x2, then this is nothing, you can rewrite it as alpha into lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2, and this is nothing but a point in set C. So this alpha into this quantity clearly is in the set alpha C for any lambda in the range 0 to 1, which means that alpha C is a convex set. So this theorem tells us that new convex set can be generated by shrinking or expanding the given convex set appropriate.